we are shifting. We are in the middle of the transformation, and we came from completely different experience, different lives, different space, timelines, and we are all gathering around the same light, the same golden light. And it's an ongoing process now. The process is not finished yet. We are in the middle of this turbulent transformation, in the middle of this shedding of the old self, of the old patterns, of the old programming. We are already out of the old world, and but we are not arrived yet in the new world. But yeah, we are in the middle. But the process is start to reveal himself, and I'm so happy because is a global shift in consciousness, is a global uplift, and we are all contributing in our little life experience. We are contributing this global uplifting. Is our little flame is given like it's not a sacrifice, but it's a gift. Our little light, like our little flame, is put on the big fire. Every little flame is adding to the big fire, and this big fire is radiating all around, and is reaching more and more people, and this fire reaching the people is activating everybody. Sorry, I have bursts of energy, and it's strange. I can say what I can say. It's strange to have. It's like a explosion of energy coming. My heart is beating very fast, and my breath is very thin now. And the thing that I realize is that we can check the process. We can check in our life if the process is an ongoing process. And for example, we are through the process now, but there was a before the process. And for example, in my experience, it started the last year, but there was an acceleration and speeding up of the preparation during the last December. We are now in January, almost the end of January, and I was looking back at what's happened before this moment, the first moment, the first boom, and that I recognize some very, very precise point that occurs without me actually decide to take that action. And it is very interesting, because I think that points where the preparation for the shift to happen, and I will speak about that, is first, out of nowhere, I cut completely my sugar intake. I was not an addicted, but I was addicted to snacks during the day, to sugar drinks, or coffee with sugar, everything. It was with sweet. I was addicted to the sweet, to the spike of the sweetness of the sugar. And out of nowhere, I stopped the sugar intake, and I started 2 meals a day fasting, and I'm still on this diet. And it came in one day. I start, boom, I search, and I start this 2 meals a day fasting. And the second thing is I quit smoking. I wasn't a big smoker. I usually had a period of smoking and stopping. When I smoke, I smoke almost one package a day, so 20 cigarettes a day. And suddenly I felt I don't want to be addicted, and I stop. The moment I decide to stop, I stop, and it's finished. And let's touch the delicate part. I was randomly addicted to porn, to watch porn, and I look at that. It was like I went to porn when I was bored. It was like, I'm bored, so I need to have something to spike me up, and that was porn. And at some point, I felt disgusted, really deeply disgusted, of this addiction of me looking at somebody doing sex. It was like, I don't know. I was disgusted. And suddenly, when I stopped this porn addiction, I start semen retention. This also came out of nowhere. I didn't decide it, but it came. And the last thing from my experience, another big things. I still try to wrap my head around, but I buy a rosary, and I put it on my neck. From that day, I never take it out, and I start praying. And why it's difficult for me to wrap my head around is because I grew up Catholic. I grew up in Italy, so at that time everybody born in Italy become Catholic. Maybe there was choice, but it's like there is no choice. You born in Italy, you become a Catholic. and and I went to the church every Sunday. Boom! I went to the reunion of the Catholic boys, and then at some point I also how to say in English, the kierik. I will try to serve during the la messa, during the ceremony. I want to be the little boy who bring the incense or of the body of Christ. Yeah, at some point I was also in this, and that shut off completely when I was maybe 5-6 years old, and I have a rejection, a deep rejection to go to the church. At the point that at the moment I step in a church, I start to say this. I start to like I'm start sleeping, or maybe I grasping for air, maybe something like that. But it was physical rejection. So, and I live like this, for 45 years around, and I also become a Buddhist monk. I go to the opposite. I go to Buddhist training. I want Zen training, and I become a Zen monk, ordained Zen priest, monk, Zen priest. So I went to the other side, and in December it came back like a train on my face. I bought a rosary, never happened in my life, and I start to pray. Never happened in my life also. And in January, after the New Year, after visiting the family, I came home and I become sick. I had fever, and I was in the bed. I was in a room alone, and this channel, this Awaken reality channel, was born during the period. And looking back, it was like someone, like a hidden architect, was prepare the soil to the shift without me realizing it. It's so evident now because I didn't decide that. But I pray, and if I look now, praying is like accept the mystery of life, accept that there is something that you cannot grasp intellectually. So is open the door for the miracle to happen first. Fasting, I need to clean my body. I needed to clean my body. I needed to throw away. I lose already 9 kilos in 1 month by doing that, and I feel very, very, very sharp now. I was dull. My energy was slow, dull, and now I feel sharp. I feel on the edge. I feel good in my body. I feel the energy moving freely. And semen retention also is like with the old patterns, with the old addiction, I was leaking energy. I was leaking divine energy, creative energy. And by entering this period of semen retention, I keep that energy, and the energy start building up. So I have fuel to use for the manifestation of this shift to happen. And lastly, also quitting smoking is like opening the the channel, the voice, the air, the allow the air, the pure air, the pristine air, the real one, not the air that you take through a cigarette. It's pure air to enter my body, to give, to receive energy also from air without filters. So I look back at that and I realize I still deeply feel that there is something that I cannot understand intellectually, but there is something that is working undercover, if we can say that, is working behind. So I realize, and if you are going through the same changes, through the same awakening, to the same period, I suggest you to do this. I realize that this process is something that there is no need for us to touch, to intervene to this process. The process is already an ongoing process, is a divine, let's call it divine process. So there is no need for us to do nothing. In the opposite, what you can do is take care of the vessel. Take care of the vessel in which this divine process take life, take manifestation. So if you stay in touch with your body, with the need of your body, you take care of your body, because going through this process, through this dark night of the soul, spiritual awakening, upgrading, you can call it what you want, but it's a process that is very, very intense. So it's a process that require a lot of energy, a lot of focus, a lot of openness. So, and it is something that can be overwhelming, but you can stay grounded by taking care of the vessel, or taking care of your body. Allow your body to rest when the body speak rest. When the body say, give me rest, you can give water. Listen to the body. The body is speaking, is transmitting necessity to just to allow the process to go full swing. So adjust your diet if it's necessary, if you feel it. Trust the process. Trust the divine process. Trust the fact that you are the temple of this process. So just clean the temple. Clean the temple, and if you have energy left, clean also the surrounding, because cleaning is like creating, you create space for this divine process to expand. The more you clean inside, outside, the more this divine process take place. Oh, yeah. It's enough for today. I love you. Ciao.